New episodes of the I Know You Didn't Ask podcast are out every Monday and Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. Welcome to I Know You Didn't Ask. I'm your host, Megan O'Donnell, and you guys, I'm on YouTube and Spotify video if you want to watch this episode. I will say, I'm pretty cute about 82% of the time that I record. Today, not one of the cutest moments. We are trying here. It is a work night, so you guys, I've been thinking with this noggin all goddamn day. Let's just jump right into what we need to discuss today, which is a lot of Bravo news. If you guys don't know, new episodes of I Know You Didn't Ask are out every Friday. Those are pop culture based. That's a little bit of everything. This week we're talking Coachella versus the Masters. We're talking about Katy Perry sexual assault accusations. We're talking a little bit about the Alex Cooper, Alex Earl non-drama. And obviously a hell of a lot more other topics that, will be coming across my desk this week. But every other Wednesday, we'll be having a Bravo TV episodes. There's either a ton of stuff going on in Bravo or nothing at all. So I think every other week is a gorgeous little sweet spot. And you guys, it's 2026, the year of the guest. So I'm trying to get more guests. I have a great guest on, I think, next week for a proper I Know You Didn't Ask episode. So be sure to keep tuning in. I keep seeing a lot of people listening. Tell a friend, tell a foe, don't tell your parents. Definitely don't tell my parents or my in-laws to listen. It's just best not to share this show with people who don't see the vision, understand the art. Anyways, let's get into what is going on in Bravo. And this is going to be like the last week and a half to 3 weeks, honestly, of news. So if this is a little bit old, then go fuck yourself. Get a hobby. If this is old news for you, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't have my schedule like I used to when I was younger, on the pulse of everything happening in Bravo. I got shit going on, people. But speaking of shit going on, Craig Conover, the pillow entrepreneur, the former podcaster, the Peter Pan syndrome fuckboy, is supposedly dating Kelsea Ballerini again. You guys, she's big in the country world. I don't really know any country music or like any country singers other than like Taylor Swift, and like she's a genre bending pop star, so I don't even know if she's country anymore, but whatever. I don't know country people, but she's obviously big in her world. But they're supposedly dating, confirmed. And back in season 2 of Southern Charm, there was a bidding war for some charity event where Kelsea bid $5,001 for a charity date with Craig Conover. A moment that she now calls a, quote, haunting memory. But I don't think it's that haunting because it seems like she's sniffing his pillows again. And we can't forget also in season 2, Shep was only bid on for about $1,700 in that same bidding war, and he was deeply upset. He could not understand that people really are into Craig. The power of being gorgeous and tall is so foreign to me. Like, you could be making 10 to 15 years of chaotic, horrific choices on reality television, in particular, like in relationships, and women will still do anything. They will pay literally $5,001 to go on a date with you. So let's see if there's still, some gas in that tank. Is Craig's love tank full from Kelsea Ballerini? We will just have to wait and see. And love is in the air, people, as we know. Summer house, there's obviously always shit going on in the summer house. Summer should be fun. This spring, quite fun, if you ask me. Amanda and Wes, as we know, came out with a joint statement. Go back and listen to that full deep dive episode as of 2 weeks ago, I think. It came out. Fabulous episode, if I do say so myself. But we have to talk about the latest going on in the situation. Like, again, now I'm like, all right, I'm done. They're in a couple. And she came out with another statement, an updated statement. This was basically just saying, hey, for my mental health, I'm going to need to go about living my life. I'm going to continue posting and doing what I want to do. AKA, I have plans on Friday night, so y'all are going to have to get over it because I'm going to be going to college bars in Manhattan, drinking and having fun with my new boyfriend, and there's nothing you can do about it. Post the photos on To Do Moi. I don't care. We're going out and we're going to have fun. And I also have to say, the statement that she posted on Friday before, a night out was alongside an adorable photo of a sleeping dog, and I feel like she was kind of weaponizing her adorable dog. Let us not forget that Jill Zarin recently did this as well when she came back with some non-apology apology. There was also a dog involved. However, Sassy or Bossy, whatever fucking Jill Zarin's dog's name is just not as cute as Amanda and Kyle's dog. But you know what? Those dogs are children of divorce. So, you know what? We should be thinking about their animals and, not West and Amanda so much because those two are going to be absolutely fine, as we know. Carl's a mess. It's the meme that has taken over the internet. I really am happy for Carl. I'm a huge Carl stan. If you guys haven't known, I did go to his book signing months ago. Didn't buy the book. It was not mandatory. So your girl's on a budget. So unfortunately, I will be renting it from a local library. Shout out to the Montclair Public Library. Or I will be getting the audiobook on Spotify. But okay, I'm sorry. Spotify, every goddamn month, you're telling me it's more money to listen to my favorite artists and listen to podcasts and listen to audiobooks, and then I'm running out of time to listen to audiobooks. How many hours of audiobooks are you going to give me with $14 a month that I'm paying? I need more than like 6 hours a month. That's barely a full audiobook. But that's besides the point. We are getting updates that the reunion is going to be filming with the whole gang there. Mazel tov, so exciting. But it seems like they're going to be doing like different couches with different setups of people because I guess they don't want it to become a complete and utter firing squad. At least it won't be like Sheena and Raquel after Scandival happened, where poor Raquel was like in a trailer and then vice versa when Sheena was in the trailer, because there was a restraining order. I don't believe there are any restraining orders on the show yet, but again, like I feel like this news is still very, fresh. There could always be a physical altercation. I'm not wishing physical harm onto anybody, but you never know. They're drinking a lot, they're partying a lot, and I have to say, Amanda's been going out a lot with West, and it's really funny that like now she's like this like girl about town where she literally cannot be begged to get out of bed throughout the entire summer in the Hamptons. I'm sorry, if I was getting paid literally for my job to go out and party in the Hamptons, I would just do it. But she's always like, no, I'm a bed bug. I stay in the bed year over year. And now she's like, I cannot stop drinking martinis with West out and about in the city. And maybe she's like, again, lifted out of a depression that ensued out of her, loveless marriage, which, like, can't forget that happened. Like, Kyle is thriving right now. I'm sorry. How does the man drink so much and look so good? It will forever be a medical mystery. He is, blessed. He is blessed with good genes, clearly. Speaking of Kyle Cook, we see Kyle and Amanda and Lindsay Hubbard, as well as some old familiar faces, Andrea and his wife Lexi, as well as Danielle. She's so happy to be back on our screens. And her new man will be on the In the City show. And the trailer just came out this week. It will be out on May 19th. So we have a little bit of time before that comes out. But I feel like they were like in the editing bay, like, turn it around. Turn around the edit. We need to get this out. People are talking about Summer House. And Summer House has, 10 seasons now? So it's hard for people to just, like, jump into Summer House because it's 10 seasons. You have to be a really, really dedicated fan to just, like, dive headfirst into 10 seasons. Again, to me, that is a very pleasurable experience, but to a newcomer, it's hard to understand. You're going to have to be saying no to friends and families, creating boundaries in your life so that you can continue watching 10 seasons of a show. But In the City, we'll be obviously talking about the Kyle and Amanda demise, and then, of course, her relationship with West, which, we see them interact with one another at the beginning of the trailer where he calls her Mandy and she calls him Cutie. Should have known then. The editors and the editing team should have known something was up. They probably did. They're not dumb. But anyways, we get, Lindsay Hubbard updates with her baby daddy, the ex-boyfriend, the ex-fiance, the new boy, like whatever. Her baby mama drama. There's always going to be something with Lindsay. I cannot wait to see that. We have a lot of fun, fresh, new faces. Very excited to meet them. And this Gavin guy seems quite promising. He seems like he's really, a truth teller amongst the group. As I said, Danielle is back. Excited-ish to have her back. Again, Danielle's one of those people who have really terrible delivery, but is probably usually correct. Like, she's far too emotional, she's mean, and she's judgmental. So like when she's like yelling at her friends about something, you just automatically just don't want to listen, and you don't, take her seriously. But then she's usually right. Like 2 seasons later, she's right. She was right about Amanda, she was right about Carl and Lindsay, and she's probably right about 10 other things that I'm just not thinking about right now. But I'm excited. May 19th, you guys. It's basically around the corner, and I cannot frickin' wait. Let's pivot a little bit to Beverly Hills Housewives. Crash Out Queen, Kyle Richards herself, is supposedly in a somewhat ongoing legal battle with her iconic sister and child star, Kim Richards. The Richards sister drama is always something that I will be reporting on, talking about ad nauseum. I just can't get over it. It makes me happy to have brothers, to be quite honest with you. Like, they could care less if I live or I die, and they certainly aren't going to be housing me. So supposedly TMZ obtained some court docs with a new lawsuit. I guess it's not that new, but Kyle filed a lawsuit against Kim back in January of 2025, seeking to have her older sister vacate her 2-bedroom, 3-bath Encino condo. Kyle claims that Kim had been living in the condo for years, but she told her to pack it up in late 2024. And in the lawsuit, Kyle sought possession of the place and wanted damages against Kim of $140 per day, beginning in November of 2024 for every day she stayed past her welcome. Kim apparently never responded. So a judge default was entered in March of 2025, requiring Kim to surrender possession of the property. Kim said, "New phone, who dis?" Like, I don't know who you're talking to. You're gonna kick me out? Child star Kim Richards, how fucking dare you? You stole my goddamn house, and now I'm stealing your goddamn house. It's called karma, and it comes back to get you. So, okay, Kim is out of the house, and actually on the season 14 reunion, Kyle and Kathy both provided an update on Kim, saying she's living in Florida and doing better. Didn't seem like Kyle invited Kim to her daughter's wedding, which is devastating. Which also just like reminds me that like Kyle didn't go to Nikki Hilton's, aka Rothschild's wedding, because like 2 of her 4 daughters weren't invited. Her 4 daughters were uninvited. So like, what's going on there? Like, what is the real drama? And like, if you ever think your own family drama is hard, imagine being a Richard sister. Your mom was like, "Girls, you're gonna go to the clubs, you're gonna put on those push-up bras, you're gonna meet men, and mommy's gonna teach you how to suck their dicks." You guys, I did an episode, a multi-part episode of House of Hilton many, many moons ago, where I talked about the book and all of the, Big Kathy lore. You couldn't pay me to go back and listen, but I do see that those episodes still get a lot of listens and downloads. If you guys want to hear vintage Megan, probably spewing shit and being half in the bag, go back and listen to my House of Hilton recap. Again, warning, warning. I could never go back and listen to that, but I might want to reread the book. I actually have it somewhere here. It's one of those books that like you cannot get on Amazon. It's like no longer being printed, so I probably paid like $52 for it. But to me, that's art. To me, that's a business expense, and I'm fine with it. So, I mean, okay, Kyle kicking Kim out of the house. I don't blame Kyle. I think, she's probably gone through so much with Kim throughout the last 40, 50 plus years, through her addictions, her breakups, her child rearing, all of it. And I can imagine Kim hasn't been the easiest person to be supportive to all of these years. And we can't forget, Kyle is like now sober. So I wonder if she's also seeing a bit of Kim's addiction through a new lens. And I mean, don't get me wrong, when you are needing to take care of someone who's like in the throes of addiction, I can imagine it's like very challenging and very difficult, and like you don't want to see them struggle, but you also don't want to like enable bad behavior and give someone like a beautiful 1,633 square foot condominium in Encino, like if they're not going to pay for it, or even like possibly maybe pay for the taxes or the utilities, whatever it may be. So I wonder, obviously what really went down. And I'm glad, hopefully Kim is like living in Florida. Like I could just see her being like a beach bum, like go to Boca, go to Jupiter Island, like go somewhere nice and safe. And don't go to Mar-a-Lago, Kim. Let's not get crazy. That's not safe territory for Kim Richards. Please do not ever go to Mar-a-Lago. But it is sad that like the court system needs to get involved with them again. And again, we just don't ever know what's the truth with Kyle because she's a fucking liar. Sorry, you're such a fucking liar, Camille. No, Kyle, I think you're the fucking liar. Justice for Kim Richards. I'm praying for you. I'm gonna do the rosary tonight and pray for Kim Richards. You guys, there's a turnkey sale of Tom Tom. If you guys don't know, Tom Tom, the restaurant that Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval own, what is it, 5% each of, and they probably like sold that percentage. Let's be real. But Lisa Vanderpump and Ken Todd are selling the full locations, branding, IP of the locations, the knobs, the large steampunk clocks. Entire ownership of the restaurant is being sold. You can literally go on the website and put in an offer, and 3 weeks later, you could be owning Tom Tom. It's kind of amazing, honestly. Obviously, it's a very particular type of location. It's a celebrity based location, so that automatically comes with a lot of national exposure. I found it interesting that on the listing it said season 10 11.4 million viewers, season 11 3.2 mil. You know what, the show's got to start somewhere, so like I'm not just knocking on it because it's easy and fun. I will say I barely even watched the new season of Vanderpump. I have to go back. Like once like cousin incest from New Jersey's happening, like I kind of pull away. I'm like, I don't need to see like Italian boys from Jersey touching each other. Like I might need to see it, but I don't want to see it, and I don't want that to ever become my child. But that's besides the point. The restaurant doesn't have like any kind of price on it. It's priceless. Like it's a Nick Lane original. Like I feel like that could be a great property for someone to just start running. And it's interesting that Lisa Vanderpump is like, I'm fucking good. Like, I'm closing all of my places slowly but surely. And you know what? I came up with something called the Vandercrawl TM many years ago where, you know, you'd go on like a pub crawl. You'd start at Villa Blanca, then you'd go to Sir, then you go to Pump, then you'd end at Tom Tom. By the end of it, you're blackout Betty. You're having a fucking grand old time. You're not realizing that you spend $600 across the 4 restaurants. But slowly but surely, all these places are closing, and now you really can like only go to like something about her for a sandwich, which like I wouldn't hate to try one. Last time I was in Los Angeles, I actually tried to make it a point to go there, but I just wasn't able to make it. But I mean, people are like going to Sir and dining, and I'm sorry, but that's like completely offensive. Like it's expensive to dine in Los Angeles, and it just is not the place to eat. You're not going to Sir to eat. That's embarrassing. The only thing I think that should really happen to Tom Tom is that Leva Bonaparte from Southern Charm and Southern Hospitality, she should start her westward expansion into the WeHo scene. Come on, Leva. Get involved. We might need Leva and some of the Southern Hospitality people, you know, just to make their pilgrimage out to Los Angeles. I can imagine a few of them would be down in a heartbeat to move to LA and, you know, begin working at Tom Tom. Maybe this could be Joe Bradley's newest endeavor. I mean, I was kind of shocked to see this. I mean, you know, Lisa and Ken are decent business people, like TBD on if it's like shady or not, but they're good business people. So I feel like they probably were like, let's just cut bait right now. And rather than like liquidating all of it, like, let's see if we could just sell it all, the IP, everything. Why not? You know, 3 years after Scandival, I can imagine Tom Tom took a bit of a hit. But when I did pass by it the other day, 2 months ago, whatever, last month, 2 months ago, yeah, 2 months ago, when I was in Los Angeles, like it was popping. So it does look fun, and I haven't been in many years, but I'm hoping for a new, you know, owner of Tom Tom. But again, people go there for Vanderpump, so who knows? Who knows what the future of Tom Tom will be? But I will be here every other Wednesday talking about it. Don't you fucking worry. In this update of Who Cares from Rhony, Side De Silva is getting divorced from her husband, David Craig. No surprise. They're filming season 15 right now. And honestly, like, I'm rewatching Rhony, as we all know, and it's just an incredible program. My husband loves the program. I love it. We're having a great time as a couple watching it. He, you know, is really gravitating, unfortunately, towards Ramona. Like, she's got a heart of gold, despite being like a little racist, like, and like pretty terrible just all around. But he's really gravitating towards her. He thinks Bethany's batshit crazy, and obviously he's a little biased. He's sitting next to me while I'm watching, and like screaming at the television like I'm watching a game of sports, and also like screaming at the television like I haven't seen all of this shit 525 times. So it's hard to talk about Rhony newbies when like I'm just like so knee deep in the Morgan letters. But anyways, Sai's getting divorced. Are we shocked? She said, "Thank you for the kindness, grace, and support so many you have shown me. I'm overwhelmed by all your messages, and it truly means more than you know. My heart is with my children, and my focus is on giving them as much stability and love as possible. Living in the public eye isn't easy. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care." So yeah, they're breaking up. I'm not really surprised. And they said that they met like when they were on some vacation at a swim up bar, which like talk about love at first sight. I feel like I would like fall in love with any man who spoke to me at a swim up bar. Unfortunately, in my day and age, it would have been pretty easy. She said he courted me in every way, and his surprises for our first date went beyond my expectations. He's the sweetest person I ever dated. Oh, sorry it didn't work out. Bryn had come in last season saying that David had owned a bar and that Sai was like, "Can I get a job?" And he's like, "Yes." And then they started banging on the bar. She got knocked up. He left his wife, and she's a man stealer. All of which they both has vehemently denied. And no wonder why that bitch got fired. I'm sorry. That will forever be like one of the most depressing arcs of a Real Housewife. Like she came in as such a fan favorite. In her second season, she just shit the fucking bed. Girl, bye. So excited to, hopefully get a good season of Real Housewives of New York. I was listening to Andy Cohen's radio show, and he was saying that the dailies for the show, which is like the production report at the end of the shoot, basically said that it was a really great start to the season. So we shall see. Carol Radziwill is also going to be on season 16. TBD on if we really need that. Again, like the whole Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell of it all. Like, I feel like she should just be like chilling in that loft of hers. Like, we don't really need this, right? And speaking of OGs, Bethany, Ramona, and Sonia, which like in my notes it changed Ramona to Ramon. Bethany, Ramon, and Sonia were recently in Paris together. They looked so cute. They're all wearing these like chic little Parisian outfits. And to be honest with you, Sonia Morgan has the most fabulous classic OG Ralph Lauren style. Like she's effortlessly cool. Her hats, her scarves, her bags. I'm going to be getting a large Louis Vuitton travel bag, 55-inch, inspired by a Sonia Morgan. It's $2,700. I keep thinking that like that's not that bad. I mean, it is like in the grand scheme of life, but like I keep telling my husband like either my daughter or my gay son will inherit this bag, and like to me it's an heirloom. And I want it because I saw Sonia Morgan just like treating her Louis Vuitton duffel like shit, and I want to be at that level of cool. But anyways, the three of them were in Paris for a brand trip for Rock. It's like a Rock Retinol is a very great skincare product. And I'm sorry, but Ramona is literally looking ageless. And we all know Ageless by Ramona went belly up. And that's okay. Ramona is a smart, savvy businesswoman. She just pivoted. But I gotta say, Bethany's face is looking a little kooky, looking a little crazy. There's a lot happening in the cheeks. But you know what? Go off, queens. Get the money. Bethany, just drop the ego, come back, scream at the ladies, do your crazy nonsense, cry, victimize. She's the biggest narcissist I have ever seen on television. And rewatching it now in the light of thinking I might myself be one, it's crazy. Like she's a crazy person and amazing television, but truly unhinged. And now I'm definitely going to lean back into like Bethany getting married, Bethany Ever After, all of those, because I need to, see where it all went wrong. I need to have more information. I need it in my veins. You guys, Real Housewives of New Jersey confirmed Teresa, Melissa, Dolores as our new cast. We know this, whatever, but I have to say, fuck you, Andy Cohen, for making a sick, twisted April Fool's joke on your radio show. You said Snooki, the Queen of New Jersey, was going to possibly be on this upcoming season of New Jersey, and it was a bold-faced fucking lie. You were trying to fool us. You think you're gonna hoodwink us? I love Snooki. I don't know if she's particularly Jersey Housewives caliber. And as I say that, I also know that, like, the bar isn't too high. But again, I live in New Jersey. I'm a New Jersey housewife eventually. Not really. I'm going to always work. But, like, in theory, I'm a woman with a house someday, living in New Jersey, and there are some really deeply fabulous women. So I think that there could be great options that are not Snooki, but being told it was Snooki, I got excited, and then being told it was a goddamn joke hurt me. Like, I'm going through a lot these days, so like when I have whiplash like that, I get really upset. So we'll see. We'll see. We don't know much about New Jersey yet. But I do know that my TikToks, when I talk about New Jersey housewives, are through the roof. So if you're not following my TikToks, go to Megan the Podcaster. I haven't really been posting a lot of social media videos lately. You guys, I'm just glad I'm getting this show done, so just bear with me. Real Housewives of Potomac cast updates, you guys. Karen is back. Let's see if she comes back with an ounce of humility. I absolutely freaking doubt it. Ashley and Giselle are back. I'm going to assume little to no storylines for either of them. Giselle's podcast host and fellow Green-Eyed Bandit Robin is coming back as a friend of. Do we need this? I don't know. I don't really think so. Wendy's back. Wendy, we want to hear about the lawsuits, and I want to hear the truth. And I want to possibly see, again, an ounce of humility. Doubt we're going to see that. Queen Stacy is, of course, back. I mean, she better leave her husband again. Keep us bitches on our toes. Like, that's what I want. I like a Stacy that you don't see coming, and I really enjoy that about her. People talking shit about Stacy need to fucking look inward, because she's an amazing woman with a work ethic like no other. I loved when everybody was going around this past season being like,
I spent $2,500 on a turquoise necklace. I bought a belt buckle for $16,000.
and she's like, honey, I got a fucking magnet. Like, I keep my money, and my money grows with time. It's called compound interest, instead of buying this dumb shit that, is just gonna rot in your closet. I really liked that. I love a frugal queen. I love a babe who, is taking notes from Susie Orman. Not just watching, but taking notes. Tia made the cut for a second season. Okay. Let's see where that goes. I'm glad Angel's done. She couldn't hang. She was too much of a crybaby. And to be honest with you, a nice lady, beautiful lifestyle, whatever. But you don't live in Potomac, and you're just not cut out for a show like The Housewives. And it's okay. Not everybody is. But, like, get the fuck off my screen. I will say Colorado was an incredible trip. Everything she tried to do, failed. I've never seen a Real Housewives show have their last moments of the season be in a parking lot of like a gas station. I believe someone was eating a big hot dog or a glizzy, if that's what you call it where you're from. Kierna and Jazzy are both gone, thank God. I mean, honestly, Jazzy like didn't really leave a mark on me, and Kierna, like, honey, we cannot have another season where we watch you beg a man who does not want to marry you. When that man gave her that hideous looking frame, I about damn near spit my drink out. Honey, what are we doing? No. We don't need that. But speaking of love, you guys, Marlo Hampton from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, forever friend of, forever incredible woman, is possibly dating Tyler Perry. Like, she's usually dating white octogenarians, but she's finally found an age-appropriate billionaire. If this is true, then I am so incredibly happy for her. He is kind of known to be private about his love life, so them being seen together, like very chummy, like holding one another, but out of the ordinary, is kind of out of the ordinary for him. So I feel like this could be forever. And I'm absolutely shipping this. And let's not forget that Tyler Perry played a very integral part in The Real Housewives of New York. As you guys know, I am rewatching as of 3 minutes ago when I just reminded you. But let's not forget when Dorinda sent Luann the Tyler Perry quote after Dorinda like lambasted Luann at the dinner party in Cartagena and saying, when you haven't forgiven those who've hurt you, you turn your back against your future. When you do forgive, you start walking forward. I love that. Dorinda's like, bitch, just forgive me. Just forgive me. I'm not going to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but you should just probably forgive me. You guys, I'm just so deep into old Rhony. What should I rewatch now? I mean, I feel like I'm, again, living in the past. The past in reality television feels really good. It feels really safe. The future, shaky grounds. Let's see how I, continue on with the next few months of my life. Anyways, you guys, Jen Shah from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City came out with her interview last week. I mean, the timing sucked. It was the same exact week that everything happened with West and Amanda, and nobody, had been talking about it, and she didn't say anything interesting. Again, zero humility, ever fucking heard of it. I refuse to watch it. Fuck that bitch. Like, I hope I never see you on my television ever again. You're not going to be open arm accepted by the Bravo community again. And it's really empowering when we can all kind of band together and, stand for something. If we stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Is that the phrase? I don't know. I always get my expressions wrong, but I'm trying my best. You guys, thank you so much for listening to this quick little Bravo TV episode. I love talking about Bravo. I can't deny it. But, a lot is on the docket for this week. Also, if you guys only freaking knew the project I'm working on tomorrow and the talent that I'm working with, you'd be fucking shaking in your boots. But I'm on NDA, hunty, so you won't hear a goddamn peep from me. So be sure to tune in, subscribe, and all the things so I know you didn't ask. I appreciate you guys for listening, sticking with me, and please, please, please tell a friend. I'm not kidding. Like, literally, I have to start seeing the numbers raise, or this hobby is just going to become kind of bleak and sad. So, anyways, thanks so much for listening. Have a great rest of your week and let me know what you think. Hit me up if you have any topics, any hot goss, or anything you just want me to touch on this Friday's episode, or not this next Wednesday, the following Wednesday for a Bravo TV exclusive episode. Thanks for listening and have a great rest of your week. Bye. New episodes of the I Know You Didn't Ask podcast are out every Monday and Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube.